In this video, we are going to focus on reading paper and a specific question type, that is summary clause or close passage. The questions for analysis are taken from the term examination last year. These are the steps for us to tackle summary clause question. We try to locate the keyword, and we also need to guess the parts of speech, whether the answer should be adjective, verb, noun, adverb, etc. And we also need to make sure it is grammatically correct. We need to check the tenses, active, passive voice, singular, plural form, etc. and to make sure the meaning is logical and makes sense. So this is what a summary clause question looks like. Read the instructions. One word should be taken to fill in the blank. And the word should be taken from these two paragraphs. So we go to the original text, paragraph 12 to 13 to find the answers. First, we try to guess that he no longer felt, so it should be followed by an adjective like feeling happy, feeling sad. And then we find the key word. The he in the question actually refers to the I in the original text. Felt actually means feeling. They are in different form, but they mean the same. So we find one word to describe the feeling. That is, he no longer felt distracted. Next, access to should be followed by a noun. For example, we sometimes say access to Wi-Fi or access to data. And we find the keyword not having. Constant and constantly. So the answer should be information, because access to information makes sense instead of access to time or access to fingertips, etc. And then really improved something. That should be a noun. So we find that focus makes sense because it means focus on one thing at a time and it's something that has been improved. Although the part of speech is different, in the original text, focus is used as a verb, and in the question, it is used as a noun. But actually, as long as it's grammatically correct and the meaning is correct, then it is correct. Next, his should be followed by a noun because it is a possessive adjective, like his friend, my work, our school, etc. So we should find that I here means his. And then social media. Painful here actually means agonies in the original text. So we find that his withdrawal from social media was painful. So it's the same as I'd gone through the agonies of social media withdrawal. Next, he not only spoke more with friends, but also with, then it is likely that blank should be about a group of people. So he means I, spoke and speak. So not only means not just. So not only with friends, but also with strangers, because asking also means speaking to someone. When decided to limit his IT, then it should be followed by a noun. When here actually means me in this line. Cut down means limit. His means my. And then the same keyword, IT. So the answer should be devices, because when decided to limit his IT devices actually means cut down my use of IT devices. And in question 24, we follow the same steps. Research is a noun, and then we find the keyword. So before the noun, we should find a noun or an adjective. First means first ever. The research here means study, so it is very easy. So after finding the keyword, after we guess the part of speech, so the answer should be comprehensive. First comprehensive research means the first ever comprehensive study. Next, the researchers looked at several different, and then it should be followed by a noun. The researchers actually means the study, what the researchers are doing in the study. And several different means the 9 international here. So the answer should be indicators. And remember, it should be in plural form because several different. Next, the results were mostly. It should be followed by an adjective to describe the results. So we find a keyword that means results. From the text, it should be findings. That's why the answer should be negative, because the word negative is used to describe the findings and the results. And in question 29, we follow the same step, but this time, pay attention to the instruction, a word or phrase taken from paragraph 5, which means the answer could be one word or 2 or 3 or 4 words. We look at the original text, paragraph 5, and read the question. According to A, then it should be a noun because we say according to someone or according to something. And we find the keyword worrying and worries. So from the text, you should see that it is according to Dominic Yip, but we don't say according to a Dominic Yip. So we also need to pay attention to the article. And actually, Dominic Yip is a physical education teacher, or in the same paragraph, you can see a PE teacher. So that would be the answer. The most worrying aspect of the lay test, it should be followed by a noun. So all these is actually the findings from the report card here. So the Hong Kong's performance actually means Hong Kong kids getting less encouragement to do exercise. So the answer here should be report card. Out of these, something was the one in which Hong Kong received its lowest grade, and we need to find actually what received this grade. So we find actually the lowest grade refers to the D- here. So the answers will be obesity because we are talking about what got the lowest grade. So that's obesity. And finally, if we want to address these problems, he believes something must be taken. So we should find a noun. And the keyword must, actually in the original text, we clearly need to already states the urgency, must. And take and taken, although it's in different voice, one is active voice and one is passive voice, they mean the same. So what should be taken? What must be taken? That will be the drastic steps. In the original text, we clearly need to take some drastic steps. And finally, we guess the part of speech which is currently, and then we should find a noun. Overtake means catch up to, and the keyword Japan. And we know Japan is the regional champion.